Adam here with Brooksaw Antiques. Today we have this 1975 Smith-Corona Galaxie 12 vintage portable typewriter. I'm going to show you how to use the functions and make sure they all work. Made in the USA, and one of the most popular domestic typewriters of all time. Up top is the adjustable paper guide. This helps you guide the page in straight. I'm going to line that up with the edge of the platen, which is the main roller that feeds the paper. And this has a wider platen than your typical typewriter. That's why it's called a Galaxie 12. 12-inch carriage. I don't think that's actual typing space, but I'm going to test it. You got about 11 3/4 typing space. Okay, these are your margins. This is your left margin. I'm going to set that close to 0. I might change it once I load the page. And this is the right margin. I'm going to set that 85 or so. And this is the paper support arm that flips up from the back. And this is the paper bail that sits on top. It's got, 2 adjustable rollers. And let's test that left margin. Pretty good. Right one's a little bit off. That's good. Once you hear the bell, you're at the end of the margin. Hit this line space, get you back to the beginning. It skips 1, 2, or 3. Right now we have it on single. But if you want double, just flip that switch back 1 notch. It skips 2. 1 more, it skips 3. We're going to keep that on single for now and finish typing. As you can see, all the keys type nice and none of them skip or stick. I'll type a sentence in red on the next line. A switch from black to red is a switch on the right side. Flip that down to the red indicator. It prints the bottom portion of the ribbon. When you have it in the middle, it doesn't print any ink at all. It just leaves a stencil for copying purposes. When you have it up top, it prints the top portion of the ribbon, which is black. We're going to move that down for red. Beautiful. Very reliable, easy to use, fun, and it's got a bunch of cool functions that I'm going to show you in a little bit. The print looks perfect. Super clear and aligned. Pica typeface prints 10 characters per inch. To pull the page out easy, there's a switch on the right side. You flip it forward and it unlocks the rollers underneath the platen, allowing you to pull the page out easy or load thicker paper like carbon copy or cardstock. Make sure you flip that back before you load the next page or else it won't load correctly. Got a shift on each side and a shift lock on the left. To clear that, just hit the shift button again. Backspace on the left side. Very good. I'm going to put this down for now and put the color back on black. So here's the cool functions. Let's start with the changeable buttons. So you can pop these off. Most typewriters traditionally don't come with a 1 or an exclamation point. You have to hit the lowercase L. And for the exclamation point, it's Shift 8, which is the apostrophe, backspace, and period. But this one has the changeables. It comes in a little kit that has this top and the slug. And the slug just goes onto this. And then you can just tilt it and move it and pull it off. It's got 2 of those. It's got 1 on each side on the top here. And this is the plus and equal sign. And you can change these if you can find them on eBay or wherever to whatever characters you want. It's got a power space. It's like a machine gun space, very cool. And it's got an all keys down. So if your keys get stuck or whatever, then you can push it down like that. So you don't have to go in there and touch it and get ink on your fingers. MR stands for margin release. When you get to the end of the margin, there's a mechanism that blocks you from printing. Hit that MR button. It does allow you to go all the way to the end. Very good. Backspace on the left side, very smooth. Low, medium, and high touch control. The higher you go, the more tension there is when you hit the keys. You do have to hit the keys a little bit harder for them to print, but they respond faster. Tab on the top side. Right now we got tabs set on 10 space intervals, so I'm going to clear them one at a time by going to that tab and hitting clear on the right side of that. It's right here on the right side. I'm just going to clear each one of those. Very good. So now we don't have any tabs, but I always like to set one somewhere in the middle so that way when you hit the tab button, it doesn't go slamming all the way to the end, causing wear and tear on your typewriter. By just pressing that set button on the left side, and that works really good. You can set as many tabs as you want on this model. The hood just slides to the front like this. All the brand new ribbons loaded on the left, so it's pulling clockwise to the right. If you want to switch that direction, there's a switch behind the left spool. Flip it down or towards the back. It will pull counterclockwise to the left. Push it up or towards the front. You're pulling counterclockwise to the right. And it does have an automatic ribbon reverse. When you get to the end of the ribbon, there's a little metal piece. It's called an eyelet. It'll catch on this and as you're typing, and it will reverse back to that side. Same with this side, both sides, over and over until the end of time or until the ribbon goes dry, whichever comes first. Right side carriage release. This is the one thing that I don't like about this model, is that these things are now old and they break off easily. So I am able to 3D print those. So if you need replacements, check my shop. I have nice 3D printed replacements. These are the originals on this one. This is the carriage lock. It will release the carriage when you lift it up and lock it in the middle. To unlock it, you just move the carriage to the right. This is your left carriage release. I mean, it's a really comfortable leverage, but as you can see, this one might break off pretty soon. There's a little crack on it, so I might just replace that one. But right now it's functional, but you can see why they don't make them anymore, so you do have to get the 3D printed ones if you need a replacement. Okay, so if you push the button on the end of the left knob, it disables the spacing so you can get to an exact spot on the page. You let it go, you get the clicks. Each one of those clicks is one space. And the same concept with this lever on the inside here. Flip that down, it disables the spacing. Flip it up, you get the clicks. And on the inside is the page gauge. You want to load the page right underneath the 11 there. And as you're feeding it through, it'll start to warn you on the left in red that you're getting close to the bottom of the page. That's 2 inches, 1.5, 1 inch, and that's the end of the page. And that's it. Now available on eBay or Etsy. Search Brooksaw Antiques.